Bonn and Beethoven, Beethoven in Bonn. You'll find traces of the great composer simply everywhere in his native city. Every autumn, Bonn celebrates the memory of Ludwig van Beethoven in a special way. The Beethovenfest Bonn puts the city in a festival mood. Art and culture, tradition and Rhenish joy of life create a unique atmosphere.
We have the Beethovenhalle, the Beethoven House, Beethoven Orchestra, Beethoven Place. So he's all over. You will find the energy of him. And that means that we are really a Beethoven city.
Works of other composers are also performed at the Beethovenfest. Beethoven's works are contrasted with the music of his times, the following centuries and our present times. Tradition, not conservation, is the guiding principle, showing modern aspects of Beethoven's works and paving the way for the future. There are around 60 concerts in 20 venues in Bonn and the surrounding region. During the magical days between sunny late summer and golden early autumn, the Beethovenfest Bonn becomes a meeting place for major orchestras, ensembles and well-known soloists from all over the world. Played in Bonn, classics like Beethoven's Violin Concerto have a profound meaning for musicians.
Beethoven's birthplace, of course, it's an amazing honor and an amazing feeling to play here. And it has always been my dream to come and play here. The Beethoven Violin Concerto, of course, there is many other repertoire played here, but to play for the first time the concerto for violin, the piece for the violin, is of course the most big honor that I could have.
Petersburg guest house, romantic castles and palaces in the Rhine Valley. The variety of the Beethovenfest venues mirrors the wide range of the program. A tram depot is the ideal place for a jazz concert, while Bonn's Cathedral or the Beethoven House Chamber Music Hall is suited to more classical performances. In cooperation with partners and institutions of the city of Bonn, the Beethovenfest offers its visitors a colourful supporting programme with exhibitions, lectures and multimedia performances, but also movies, workshops with musicians, panel discussions and symposia on culture policy topics. Concert introductions with musicians offer insight into partly unknown worlds, like here at the Beethovenfest and Deutsche Welle Orchestra campus.
The concept is that we try to explain really existing relations between France, between Bohemia, between Russia and Beethoven, for example. But that means also that we invite the best artists of these countries to perform his music and their own music out of the countries where they are coming from.
In the 17th and 18th centuries, Bonn's university was the residence of the Prince Elector of Cologne. Beethoven's grandfather, father and Beethoven himself were all in his service. Ludwig van Beethoven was born in 1770. Today, his birthplace is home to the world's largest Beethoven collection. The long member list of the Beethoven House Sponsors Club reads like a who's who of the music world. Johannes Brahms, Giuseppe Verdi, Kurt Masur, Anna-Sophie Mutter. Beethoven's presence attracts people from all over the world to Bonn.
At first he's born here, and here's a special atmosphere in the town, in Bonn. Second, I think his music has the much and most important power in his symphonies I ever heard before. And that means this music is actual. It can say so many things also to younger audiences and many people. And the third thing is that the best ensembles, the best orchestras and the best soloists, they love to interpret Beethoven's pieces.
September belongs to Beethoven in Bonn. Musicians and concert agencies know this and plan accordingly. The Beethovenfest is outstanding for its high artistic standards and innovative program in a unique atmosphere. The citizens for Beethoven also live for the Beethovenfest all the year round. These festival supporters welcome artists, organize school concerts to tie in with the Beethovenfest and stage a shop window competition during the festival. The Beethovenfest office plans, prepares and organises the festival all the year round. It's particularly busy just before the start of the festival. The team works around the clock, arranging rehearsals for the artists, booking hotels and looking after journalists and sponsors.
It's an enormous effort. It's exhausting, extremely busy, crowded, but it's worth doing it.
Just before the Beethovenfest kicks off, all venues are like a beehive. The halls, like here at Burg-Namedy Castle in Andernach, for example, have to be decorated specially for the concerts. On the day of the concert itself, chairs have to be moved, light and sound adjusted, while musicians like Martin Grübinger get settled and rehearse on stage. The Beethovenfest discovers and promotes young talents, develops extraordinary concerts with them and addresses new audiences in this way. The enthusiasm of Martin Grübinger and his colleagues also inspires the audience.
I think in the times where it's very difficult for concert makers to bring new audience into the halls, to the festivals, it's very important to find new ways, and I think the percussion music, which is in my opinion the instrument of the 21st century, is maybe a solution to bring more young people to the festival. And I congratulate the Beethoven Festival to make this decision, and I hope we will be successful.
Open to modern times and committed to the tradition of Beethoven. That's the essence of the festival. The Beethovenfest Bonn has become a popular attraction for German and international tourists. What can be more fitting than to combine cultural highlights with tours of a region that's inspired painters and poets over the past 200 years? Bonn, the gateway to the romantic Rhineland, lies in the midst of a fairy tale landscape, a wonderful setting for celebrating a Beethovenfest. The festival is a magnet for music lovers from all over the world, including celebrities from the fields of politics and showbiz. I love Beethoven music, he says. It stirs my imagination. The Beethovenfest Bonn is a social event. Sponsors, politicians, Rotarians, culture lovers of all kinds appreciate the concert atmosphere and ambience of venues at the Beethovenfest for receptions. Bonn and Beethoven simply belong together.
The power in his music and the energy you will feel when his symphonies, for example, are performed is marvelous, and it is something which you must hear live. And the third thing is that the best orchestras and the best soloists all over the world, they love to perform his music.
Top-notch musicians perform at the Beethovenfest. Look out for world-famous orchestras such as the Big Five from the USA, which include the New York Philharmonic with Lorin Maazel and Christopher Eschenbach with the Philadelphia Orchestra. Concerts at the Beethovenfest are rousing, thrilling, inspiring, and leave lasting memories full of emotions. Follow in the footsteps of Ludwig van Beethoven in Bonn. Experience music at its finest in all its facets and variety. Celebrate the Beethovenfest with us. Visit Beethoven in Bonn.